Good evening, everybody. My name is Ginger D. Rogers, part of the G Raj FB20 page. This is the Thursday, September 19th. Just coming off of the Thursday night football game against the Jets and Patriots, which pretty much show that Aaron Rodgers is still the guy, still in there, still making things happen. My fantasy guy, Antonio Gibson, got some yardage, but Patriots did not prevail at all. So that's a wash. I'm gonna have to probably do a whole reevaluation of my fantasy team at this point because it's a lot of injuries are going on, which is to be expected. I might need to reevaluate certain skill position areas, and then come Sunday with the Texans Vikings, CJ Stroud versus Brian Flores. The defense on the Texans is serious business. Looks like Justin Jefferson is still going to is going to supposedly be in for this game. But the Brian Flores defense is something that should be a worry. Especially if the defense is creating a lot of pressure, which is what CJ has kind of a hard time with. But against the blitz, he's fantastic. So if there's blitz going on, CJ can work through it. But the pressure, though, is a little bit different. But CJ's tough. He is tough, and he can keep the team in the game. But the Texans defense pretty much kept them in last week. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see them go against Sam Darnold and their offense. I'm thinking I might need to take the Vikings defense for this week, possibly. We'll see, though. But, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game. Stingley definitely will be a factor. He was great last game. And they don't have Joe Mixon, looks like, on the Texan side. So basically, it's just going to be, can Brian Flores create pressure to bother CJ Stroud? Hopefully that doesn't go through. We will see. I do see Texans winning this one out, but it's going to be a tough one because Vikings did defeat San Francisco last week, and they're looking pretty good. So might be looking at a swap. I don't know. But we shall see. And then Seattle, Miami. This might be a test for us. I could see us losing this game if we mess up or take a misstep. I think the biggest factor is, can we stop Devon Achane? And it sounds like Raheem Mostert's going to be. He's questionable, but it sounds like he's going to be in. If that's the case, that's going to be a problem because he's still fast, still very fast. And then we got Hill and Waddle. Skylar Thompson, though, is a QB. He still might be an issue if we can't blitz and pressurize Skylar Thompson, and he gets the ball into one of the hands of either Waddle or Hill, or has Arkan or Raheem Mostert, we might have some issues, especially with the tackling. Tackling's still a problem, and it's going to create a lot of work for Reek Woolen and Devin Witherspoon. Reek Woolen is fast, so that's going to be quite the matchup. So, yeah, they're going to have their hands full on the secondary side. And the tackling in the middle is kind of an issue still. It looks like Jerome Baker is still out. Tyrell Dotson's still holding up really well. The defensive line is still great, but we're gonna have to really just create a lot of pressure with Skylar Thompson, which is why I really wanted Patrick Queen to be a part of our defense, since he was under Mike Macdonald's coaching. Would have been, I think it would have been a great fit. But alas, he's on Pittsburgh. Why is he on Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh has everything. They got Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt's doing just fine, and Minka Fitzpatrick. I don't know why don't know why we didn't get him. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe someone can elaborate, because I don't get it. Patrick Queen would have been a great fit in the middle for us, for a linebacker, since they're hard to find. A dominant one to help with the run game, or at least put a lid on the run game, because that's what's going to be that's what's going to give us some issues this Sunday, it appears. So we'll see on that. The offensive side, I know there's Jalen Ramsey on the secondary, so he'll probably get put on DK, which will be a spicy one. If you have DK on fantasy, you might want to drop him back, because I think Jalen Ramsey's going to get put on him one-on-one and follow him, and there might be some tussling going on. So just maybe a word of caution. We'll see though. So I'm going to just leave that for Seattle, Miami. It's going to be a test. I still think it's going to be an uncomfortable game, even though we're at home. Even though this is a backup quarterback, we still got to, I think we'll still be on our toes with this one because of the skilled players. And then Lions Cardinals. This is tricky, because Cardinals have been really playing pretty well. I mean, with Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyle doing really good. Might give some problems to the Detroit Lions. However, Aiden Hutchinson's been going nuclear with the sacks and all that. But my fantasy guy, Sam Laporta, is who I'm worried about, and there hasn't been much going on with him. So I'm not entirely sure. Might need to make some adjustments, which sucks, because Sam Laporta is great when he gets going. And it seems like the Lions they're passing a lot instead of just using the running game to kind of balance it out. So I mean, Cardinals could pull this out. I have Marvin Harrison Jr. and I have Sam Laporta for these teams, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this comes out. I really can't say who will come out on top. It might be a surprise. I mean, last week was like the upside down realm, so it's anyone's game, really, who shows up. And then let's see, Chiefs Falcons, 2-time Kirk primetime games. I got Bijan and I got Kyle Pitts. So then what we'll have to worry about is all the blitzing that Spagnuolo will do on his end on the defense. I think they're going to probably launch Bijan again for the run game. He did great last week. So they're probably going to use him more. And this defense is a little bit different, because you got Chris Jones, you got Trent McDuffie, you got Drew Tranquil, George Karlaftis. I'm mispronouncing the name. Sorry. But this is going to be Chiefs defense is really good. However, the secondary though, with Trent McDuffie, shout out to the UW Huskies. Going up against Drake London might be significant, as well as Kyle Pitts, and they have good skill positions, with the Falcons. So, but Bijan's who I'm worried about, and Kyle Pitts. So, if Kirk can handle himself against the blitz, get the running game going with Bijan, there could be a chance to be in this game. But it'll be very, very interesting since they're coming off a win. And then with the Jaguars and the Bills, I might need to move down Brian Thomas Jr., unfortunately. This Jaguar team is interesting. And then Commanders, let's just say I need to reevaluate my fantasy team. I need to see who's out there and who's available, because it's getting weird. it's getting weird. And then the Ravens defense against the Dallas. Oh, my Dallas people. I might need to make adjustments though. I'm worried about the defense more so, and I saw a lot of them limited or banged up. So I might switch to Vikings defense this time and have the Ravens on my reserves for a break. Because it seems like it's a little bit of a trial and tribulation period right now for the Ravens, which is like, man. So there will definitely be some adjustments with my fantasy, and then Seattle, we just have to pass block better, and we gotta tackle better, especially in the middle, because that's where Miami, well, with the run game and the speed of the run game and the speed of the receiver, that's where we're gonna have some test. So this is gonna be another week of exciting matchups, exciting battles. And I have my wine ready in the case. Either way, whether we win or we lose, I'm going to come on here and take it on the chin. And just whatever happens, it's going to be either sad or happy or whatever. Win, lose, draw, I'll be here. So, happy Thursday. Congrats to the Jets fans. Sending best wish for next week for the Patriots fans. You guys are tough, though. I will give it to the Patriots. They played us really tough, and they got a good run on our defense. So keep your head up, Pats fans. And happy Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, and control what you can't control, accept what you can't, and have a good night. Peace out.